Good morning, friends. All right, so I am going to go ahead and do the video for, let's see, this would be May 6th, 7th, and 11th. So this is for Thursday, Friday, and Monday. All right, let's get started with Thursday. On Thursday, for your morning writing, you're going to have a page, and this is an assessment, where you're going to write the uppercase and the lowercase letter for each one, A, B, C, D, and down the row. And remember, we go across, and then we go back to the beginning line and go across. All right, and then you're also going to write your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see, how high does it go? 1 to 20. 1 to 20. So write your letters and your numbers. Do this on your own. If you forget some, it's okay. This just shows me where we're at the end of the year, and then it lets your first grade teacher know where to get started when you start doing first grade. So do that one on your own. And then we're going to go to math time. You will have this math sheet. Okay? And the first one is just a little bit of a review of different things we've been working on this second semester. So you have a word problem. The parents can read the word problem to you. And then you figure out what numbers you're going to add together and then do the math equation. And then you can read this one and what numbers go in there and the answer. And then here's some just addition problems. Write your number right there in those little squares. And then here you are going to write before and after. So you have the number 20 right here. You have to write the number that comes right before 20 and the number that comes right after 20. And you'll do the same thing with 52 and 40. And if you have to count in your head and count until you get there to try to help you remember what comes before and after, it's okay. Take your time. Okay. Also on Thursday for math, you are also going to log on to Success Maker, and you'll do a section of math for Success Maker. Language. Do readers. If you don't have a reader, if you're done with them, you've sent them back, it's okay. This is a time to do also free read. So pick one of those squares on that free read choice board, find a spot, find a good book, and sit down and just read for a while. If you have any difficulties with any of the words, ask your parents to help you with some of the words, but you guys are doing amazing at your reading. Okay, now, along with reading, you got to practice reading, become a really good reader, but you also have to remember what you read. So we're going to do some reading comprehension. So you have a page right here, and you are going to read this story, and then you have questions. And when you answer these questions, there's a little circle in front of what the right answer is. There's choices. Whatever one you think is the right answer, I want you to fill in with your pencil that little circle. Okay? So read the story, and then this one says, why will Mom go to Sal's? Okay? So is it to see Jim, Tom, and Linda, to buy some ham, milk, eggs, and snacks, to get some beans, or to buy wax? So whatever one of those you think is the correct answer, you can look back at the story, fill in the circle right in front of it. And then there is also some questions on the back side for this story. So that's your reading comprehension. Now, also practice your sight words every day, because you'll have a sight word. Remember, this is the last week for sight words. And your sight words this week are only, about, every, and again. Okay? Now, you are going to learn about 3 types of energy. You have a video to watch, and it really explains a lot of it, and it's a great video. It's called Science Video for Kids, What is Energy? And it's on YouTube. And after you watch that video, then you get these sheets, and you have one for heat, one for sound, and one for light. Okay? Those are the 3 types of energy. And do one at a time, otherwise you start getting the pictures all mixed up. So do one of these sheets at a time. Cut out the pictures at the bottom. And like this candle, if that provides light and it's light energy, put the picture here. If it's not, N-O-T, not light energy, it'll go here. Like, is a box light energy? No, a box doesn't give us any light. So it'll go here. So you will just go ahead, same with sound. Oh, I see music coming out of there. Can we hear that? Yes, that gives us sound. It goes there. But now that's a box of crayons. Do a box of crayons give us any sound? No, they don't. So that will go there. And then you'll go through all the pictures. And then you have one for heat. Okay? And same thing. Like here's the sun. Does the sun warm us up? Does the sun give us heat? Yes, it does. But a vacuum cleaner. A vacuum cleaner doesn't give us any. No. So it would go under not heat energy, okay? So you'll cut these pictures up and put them in the right place. And you'll learn a little bit about heat, sound, and light energy. Okay, now to go on to Friday. Friday, you will do a journal entry. You'll write the date at the top of your page, and then you will write, I love my mom because. Because. Think of the best thing that makes you just, feel all warm and fuzzy inside about your mom, okay? And finish that sentence. And remember, when we do a sentence, it starts with an uppercase, finger space in between words, and always have punctuation at the end. I looked over yesterday a lot of y'all's April's journals that you sent back. They were amazing. I read every single page of every single one, and I loved all your sentences that you guys came up with. They were amazing. And your illustrations, I loved them. They were great. Okay, so now we are going to go over the quarter. Okay, quarter. A quarter is the big silver one. Of the penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter. Out of those four, the quarter is the biggest one. And remember how much a quarter is worth? A quarter is worth 25 cents. The quarter is probably one of the harder ones, so we're going to go over it again. So, and this is just something that you will learn over time, and you'll learn and you'll memorize. So we're going to practice 2 quarters. If 1 quarter is 25, and you put 2 quarters together, 25 plus 25 is 50. So that would be 50 cents. 3 quarters, when you do 25 plus 25 plus 25, it's 75. 1 quarter is 25. And remember what we talked about? I think it was last week, a couple weeks ago. 4 quarters makes $1. So you do 1.00. And down here, a quarter is 25 cents. So you'll just fill that out. And filling this out is just to help us remember 1 quarter is 25 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents, 3 quarters is 75 cents, and 4 quarters makes $1. Then you get to practice for Friday also reviewing your coins, okay? This is a worksheet right here. The names are up here at the top, penny, nickel, dime, and quarter. And you have the fronts and the backs of all 4. And you have to write next to it, is this a penny, a nickel, a dime, or a quarter? And you'll write all next to them on each one, okay? And let me get them. Let's review real quick, sorry. Here is the penny. It's the small bronze copper one. Then next is your nickel, your medium size one. And it is worth 5 cents. The penny is worth 1 cent. 1 cent, 5 cents. That's why we learned to count by 5, so we can count nickels. Then the dime, tiny little silver one, it is worth, 10 cents. When you count by dimes, you got to count by tens, so that's why we've learned to count by tens. And then, of course, you go back to our largest of the 4, silver one, and it is the quarter worth 25 cents. You guys are so smart when it comes to all that. So language time. It is time to do readers, which, like I said before, if you don't have your reader, you've read them, you finished, whatever it is, do free read. Get that free choice board that I sent. Pick one of those squares. Find a little fun thing to do and read, but, change it up. And then you also need to do your success maker on language. Do a section of that. And then I've sent this home. It has a front and a back. And it says, I love my mom because, and I want you to write why you love your mom and color this so pretty for. Then you can fold it over. to turn it into a card, and it says Happy Mother's Day, because guess what is Sunday? Sunday is Mother's Day. And so you need to remember to tell Mom you love her. And you know what? Mom doesn't necessarily need anything. Mom needs you. Maybe as a gift to Mom, you can say, Mom, let me help you with something. That would be amazing. So you can make a great card, and then make sure at the bottom you write love and your name so she knows who it's from. But I put in there for you guys to make a cute little Mother's Day card for your mom and do something special for your mom. Help her out with something. All right, and then we get to Monday. So on Monday, it's free draw. Draw a picture first and then write a complete sentence about it. Remember, on a complete sentence, begins with an uppercase, finger spacing, ends with punctuation. For math, we are going to review the numbers and how to spell them. So you have the numbers 11 through 19. And then you have the number words over here. It says 11, 15, 17, 19, 14, 16, 12, 18, 13. You are going to draw a line. Here's 11, goes to 11. This says 15. You'll draw the line to connect the word 15 to the number 15. And, okay, also for math, I want you to find a shelf in your house that has books on it. Most people have that. If not, find a shelf that has anything on it. And I want you to count how many of whatever that is. If it's books, how many books. So say I have 5 books on my shelf. Then I want you to tell me what is one more than the number of books you have. So if I have 5 books, one more than that would be 6. Then I want you to tell me one less. So if I said I had 5 books on my shelf, one less would be 4. But then I also want you to say, okay, if I counted 5 books on my shelf, what is 2 more than that? So 2 more, so you take 5 plus your 2, and you have 7. Now, I also want you then count how many is on the shelf. Say I have 5 books on my shelf. What is 2 less? So if I have 5 books on my shelf and it's 2 less, take away 2, how many is left? 3. Okay? So that's just a fun little project you can do for math that day. Language is free choice reading. Find something on the board, find a book to read, have some reading time. And then we're also going to do this sheet on positional words. Positional words tells us where things are. So we're going to use the words like between. It means you have something here and here, and you're in between. And in, you were in. You're not outside something, you are in. Are you in your house? Under. Where are my shoes? They're under my bed. So that means it's underneath something. Put the squirrel on the bench. So that means like you're on top of something. You're sitting on something, like sit on the chair. Don't sit under the chair, sit on the chair. And then next, the word next, that means if someone is standing right here beside me, they are standing next to me. And above. That means you are above something. So you are above, when you're upstairs, you are above the downstairs. So you have sentences. Like the first one says, put the sun between the trees. So you'll cut out the sun and you'll put it between, here's the trees, and it's between the trees. Okay? So you'll have 6 little sentences here that tell you where to take these pictures and put them and glue them on there. And then you can also go ahead and color it when you're done. And now you've learned some positional words. Let's see. Okay, and you also do your sight word test. So your parents will have you read the sight words and they'll send it back to me and let me know which ones you knew. Then we're going to do this chocolate kiss experiment. I said a couple chocolate kisses, and it explains how to put them one in each hand and what to do differently and to see what happens. And then you can kind of talk about, you can write it down if you want, or you can just talk about it with your parents. What did you learn? What happened? What happened with one chocolate kiss in this hand like this and one in like this? What happened? Tell your parents what happened. What did you learn? And see if there's any questions you still have about that little experiment. But all the information is right here for your parents to read to you. I sent a couple chocolate kisses. So just have some fun with that. It's kind of like just having a fun little experiment. Okay, so this is our last no, next week will be one yet. This week I had sent some assessments. So if I sent individual assessment, please send those back. If there's anything that is marked assessment, please send it back, because I am going to work on report cards next week. And so then when you come up to pick a little packet up, which really won't have a whole lot, it'll have just some fun stuff in it. On the 19th, I will have your report cards ready for you. Also, if you have any Montessori pieces still at home, like the 10 bars or the units, go ahead and send those back, because we're basically done using those. And I miss you guys. Hope all the moms out there, give all your moms big, big, big hugs, and all the moms have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. And I will see you next time. Bye.